coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Wentz now on first down. A reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a handoff looking right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Wentz now on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. And they'll go on the ground. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Sunday! Lion! Oh!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Wentz. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Lefty.
Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. All right, here we go.
3rd and long here for Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go. 120. Hey, stat.
Now Wentz on third down. Aguilar has it. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they'll run it here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Russell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Wentz now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit him.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jordan Hicks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Rosen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Rosen will throw. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now a handoff for Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Great.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That's it, baby.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot.
Right back to Drake. Big hold of the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 81 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Uses the spin, and now running right through it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
82, 82. Great 15, great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Flag.
Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Throwing deep here. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out and out come the Eagles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Wentz to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Wentz, got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
40, 82, 40.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Go. Here we go. Waiting.
Now Wentz again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Wentz going to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Go.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 7 on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He spins free. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A give to Drake running left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, Drake again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Leopard. Over. Here we go now.
Rosen to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Leopard. Gun.
Throwing now is Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Set. Blue 90.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.